What up, my peeps? It's your Knuckle Big Rucker back at you again. This time, another action figure review. We have Hasbro, Marvel Legends. We've got Retro Series Iron Man, the Modular Iron Man, based on the 90s cartoon. You see that Hasbro has gone all out. We've got this huge box that's barely fitting in frame. I actually had to move the camera back some just to get most of it in frame. All of it still isn't in frame. The top has been cut off, but all the top shows is the Marvel Comics logo and the warning sign. But everything that matters is being shown right there. You see digital render of the figure and the accessories. You've got that throwback artwork of the how he used to appear on the old Toy Biz toys back then, and you have the Iron Man with the you see the logo below reads Iron Man Plasma Cannon, and then of course going to the sides there we've got the Iron Man logo, which is repeated on both sides. At the top we have the Iron Man logo yet again. The bottom, the Iron Man logo yet again. Not the usual useless information that we normally get. Turning to the back, we have the Iron Man logo. We've got a readout, which is Tony Stark's modular Iron Man armor gives the armored Avenger access to an evolving range of advanced weaponry, from his repulsors and Unibeam to the devastating proton cannon. Now you'll notice that read proton cannon, when we go to the sides and the front and the top, it reads plasma cannon. So you know, I guess it doesn't matter, but I figured it bared mentioning. Then we have a sketch below of the figure, the accessories, how to apply the accessories and get that going on. So getting back to the front, once again we see that, and we will now transform, if you will, to the contents within. And just like that, there you have it. Within we've got the figure on a retro card, and an oversized retro card, which has the same logo and that artwork, Iron Man Plasma Cannon. You see the figure and the accessories within, specifically that mullet head sculpt, 2 different helmets, and 2 additional sets of hands. Turning to the back, once again we have that sketch showing how to apply the accessories, and of course the readout, which we've already taken care of. So coming back to the front, what we will do is now show something else that came in the packaging, and it would be this box right here. This is the box where the plasma or proton cannon is in, and you see a picture of that cannon. It's on the top there. Now there's the useless information. Knew it would find its way somewhere. You've got the Iron Man logo and the artwork on the side, on both sides there, and then on the back we have a sketch of that plasma cannon and the stand it comes with, and the blast effect. So that's what we have there. We'll see all of that later in the review. So now what we're going to do is take our modular Iron Man out of packaging and see what is the what. And here we have our modular Iron Man retro style on a rotating platter, and giving you a 360-degree visual of the character right here, of the figure. And first glance, this is the color scheme that most wanted our first go round. We had gotten a modular Iron Man last year, 2021, and it was in a lot of people's eyes the best figure of the year. The caveat for that was that it was in the 80th anniversary colors that Iron Man came in, the straight up gold and that dark red. And you know, most people, when they think of Iron Man, they think of him with the bright yellow, even though he's known as the Golden Avenger. But you know, he's known for his bright yellow and you know, equally bright red color scheme, especially when you go back to the cartoon. So that's what everybody remembers, that's what everybody wanted. And now, about a year later, this is what we've gotten. And yeah, and all is right with the world. So what we will do is get Iron Man off of the base. But before we do that, I need you guys to go down below and like this video and subscribe to the channel while you're down there if you haven't done so already. While you're doing that, and before we get I Am off the base, we'll go over his accessories, and he's got quite a few. First up, we've got a set of C-grip grasping hands for Iron Man, and these will be coming in quite handy. They are with the vertical hinges right there, and that will be made apparent why we've gotten vertical hinges for the wrists momentarily. Our second set of additional hands are repulsor blasting hands. Now here's the funny thing. You know how we normally get the blasting hands and they don't come with hinges? Well, these do, so that's a plus, right? Well, the minus is we get no blast effects for those hands. You'll have to dig around and find some blast effects from other figures. So that's pretty strange there. Next up, we get another helmet, this one with no mouth slit. If you recall from the old cartoon, he appeared many times with his helmet like this. And also, if you recall, our second head sculpt, this one is of course helmetless and just straight from the cartoon, blazing that mullet indeed. So yep, this will be interesting to see when we put this on the body. And we may not have gotten any blast effects for his repulsors coming out of his hands, but we do get some for unibeam effects right here. So you've got this like a star blaze type of an effect there, and there's a peg back here that's in the shape of his chest plate there, and you know what most would call his arc reactor. Back in the day, it was known as his just his chest plate. It would be known as a unibeam. So we do have that. And for blast effects, we have this little ditty right here, which it looks like it goes over a fist for some type of crazy style blast effect. I guess we'll see exactly how this gets applied a little bit later. And here, straight out of the Capcom game, is that plasma or proton cannon. And you see molding the a gray, kind of plasticky looking plastic, gray, but it has some other paint apps to it. But you see it's large, just like how it was in the Capcom game. Look at the front there. You've got some like pink background there for all of the muzzles there. Some red all over, dotted through these other modules or whatever they would be known as. You have a red dot there. I guess that's to signify it's powered on. And you see you have a port there. That's because it comes with a stand, which you would just simply place in that way. And it also comes with a power effect of its own, which it should come with something. You know, you would think that it would come with something big. If you recall the game, whenever Iron Man engages and blasted it, it enveloped the entirety of the barrel there, the muzzle, whatever you want to call it. blast effect just fits in there like that. So you got that. If you have any additional effects, you could insert them in those other holes and work it some kind of way. It'd be nice to get have a big, large blast effect that way. But this is what we have. So checking out a view of our Modular Iron Man Retro Series Modular Iron Man, to be precise. Up close and personal, you see, as I was saying, the bright colors, the bright red, the bright yellow, and of course out of packaging he came with this helmet that has the mouth slit in it. So just to show the differences in the color, I'm going to move him to the side and bring in the aforementioned original iteration of the Modular Iron Man armor, which we have here, and so you see exactly what I'm talking about. He's got the darker, more rich, more metallic red. It definitely reflects. It's got some marbleization in it, which for me is no biggie when it comes to the metallic characters. And then of course the bona fide gold, whereas the retro version is straight up yellow. Another difference you may notice is look at the chest plate, where the quote-unquote arc reactor, as it's known nowadays, is. You see what we have here. It's not flush, but it's not as depressed as on our retro style. That's because it was made redone and made depressed so it can accommodate those blast effects that we saw. And but other than that, everything else is more or less the same. Well, with this helmet, with the mouth slit, it actually has some paint apps there at the top, whereas the additional head is exactly like the original Modular Iron Man helmet, where there's no paint at the top there. And of course we have the no mouth slit. So other than that, they're basically identical. We'll go ahead and take a measurement of our Modular Iron Man, but he's still the standard height that basically all of the Iron Men have been, which is 6.5 inches tall. Like I said, that's been the standard height for all of the Iron Man figures we've gotten ever since they came out with the 80th anniversary buck. So definitely have that now. Just like on the Modular Iron Man, we do have pinless elbows and pinless knees. So there is that. You can see that right there on both of them. No pins at all. So that's a that's been a staple. So we're very happy about that. As far as the articulation, we've gone through the articulation before, so we're going to basically avoid that this go around. I'll leave a link to any recent Iron Man reviews that I've done, which demonstrate the articulation, and you could refer to that video there. So what we do have is a helmet change. This is the helmet with no mouth slit. So this is how we got him the first time, and like I said, we saw him a lot in the cartoon portrayed this way. Now here he is at a close-up of him rocking the mullet and the helmetless head sculpt, of course. So like I said, this was definitely reminiscent of his look in that 90s cartoon. So yep, there we have Tony Stark, 90s style. Here's our Modular Iron Man with his repulsorless repulsor blasting hands. But since I did pull down the original Modular Iron Man, who did come with blast effects, I just went on and applied them here just for the visual. Here's Iron Man with that, as I call it, that Starburst Unibeam blast. Looking pretty cool there. And as I had stated previously, all you have to do is, as I remove it, you see the indentation in there, and then you just, that peg, you just line it up triangular with it, and then press, and there you have it. Get it closer up so more of an effect. There it is. And as for this other blast feature, I can't lie to you, I have no idea what it's supposed to represent or where it's supposed to go. It does have a port, and I looked in it. It almost looked like it had indentations for IM's fists, but it doesn't depress that deep. So I'm going to have to figure out what this is really for. But for right now, I mean, that looks crazy. It looks like his blast effect is going haywire. Turn him to the side a little bit so you can get a better view of it like that. So, I mean, push comes to shove, this will work in this way as well. Now I have his C grip or grasping hands on, and that's because we're getting down to the final accessory, the one that is the highlight of this set, and that would be the plasma cannon or proton cannon, however you want to pick. So there we have it. I'll remove IM for right now, and I'm going to do this off camera because it'll probably take too much time trying to get him in the right position. So we'll be right back. Here's IM with the plasma or proton cannon, and I was right to do this off camera. I found that trying to grasp the cannon with the hand attached, the cannon is just too large and unwieldy to do so. So I removed the hand, wrapped it around the handle, and then placed Iron Man underneath it while it's on the stand. That was the easier way to navigate doing that. I will tell you this, that the C grip hands are nice and pliable, so you shouldn't have a hard time grasping the handle, so that's cool. So the question everybody has is, can he hold this cannon on his own without the stand? So I'm going to try that. Once again, it'll be off camera. And so here we are. After about 20 minutes of fidgeting with it, you see I had to it was better served going using his right arm to do it. Turned out to be a little bit easier, not easy, trust and believe. But there he is doing it without the stand. So you can get him in poses, but it's going to be difficult, and I would not suggest leaving him this way. If you're going to have him pose with the cannon, use the stand, because you're going to just loosen his leg joints or whatever, and gravity's going to weigh that arm down. And keep in mind that these C grip hands have the vertical hinges, so that's going to get weighed down by gravity too. While we've got him up there, you see that blast effect in there. As I was saying, it's probably it would have been better served if we got something that was bigger, or a bunch of smaller ones to surround this large one to give the illusion of the big blast effect that we used to see with the Capcom game. But yeah, there we go. That's our Modular Iron Man holding the plasma or proton cannon on his own. And since before, when I compared both Modular Iron Man, it was basically from the waist up, just so you could see the obvious differences. So here it is, a full body shot comparison. And here we have, strangely enough, our first retro series Iron Man figure. It wasn't Iron Man, it was War Machine. Also in the vein of the 90s cartoon with the pearl white and the matte black. So to sum it all up, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Retro Series Iron Man, Modular Iron Man, and I failed to mention earlier, this is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, definitely is a welcome addition for most. For me, of course, but for most, because it's in the colors that most people wanted. It's the modular armor, the true gold and dark red iteration of this that came out last year was quite possibly, arguably, the best figure of the year. And here it is, we get it again, but only in the colors that most have wanted, and some additional effects like this, as I call it, the Starburst Unibeam Blast, and of course it comes with the plasma / proton cannon, reminiscent of what we used to see in the Capcom game, and a very welcome accessory. Definitely nice. That's what really makes this a deluxe set. We also got a crazy Starburst accessory, which I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it is applied. I think it's pretty good that I used it over the fist. So there's that. We also got additional helmet. What I've got him on is the additional helmet. He came out of packaging with a mouth slitted helmet, and he also came with this mullet head sculpt. 2 additional sets of hands. He's of course sporting a pair of them now, the Repulsor Blast. The con is the Repulsor Blast hands did not come with Repulsor Blast, though they do hinge, so we traded one for another. These Repulsor Blasts, of course, are coming from the original Modular Iron Man, and they just happen to be a blue, dark blue. They still go well with this figure, so it's all good there. Anyhow, very nice figure, very nice set. Welcome addition to the collection, and yeah, very happy to have them there. So that'll do it for this review, guys. Please like, please share, please subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, there's the comment section below. Levy them right there. And you want to be notified the next time I upload another video, well, there's a bell down there too. Hit that, get that. You know how we do that. So on behalf of Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, Modular Iron Man, Retro Series, 90s cartoon, Capcom, Plasma, Proton Cannon, this is the Ruckus, leaving you with this. Remember, the hunt continues. And I'm out. Peace.